Surprise airline rule changes, catching more travelers off guard. Imagine stepping into an airport, once a portal of promise and adventure, now seemingly morphed into a daunting obstacle course. This is the new reality unfolding in 2025, where the skies aren't just expansive, they're treacherous with surprises. It seems like the year of unwritten flight rules, and if you haven't flown recently, brace yourself. Airport experiences have transformed beyond ticket prices to an intricate maze of rules that have quietly crept in, often catching travelers flat-footed. Picture this: you've booked your flight. It's a simple solo trip, or so you believe. Instead, you're hit by the Secret Solo Traveler Surcharge, a hidden fee that inflates your ticket by up to $90, simply because you've dared to fly alone. Airlines like Delta, and potentially others lurking behind the curtain, slap these charges under the guise of targeting less price-sensitive business travelers. The reality? Leisure travelers, retirees, students are frequently caught in this web, their adventures marred by unexpected costs. To dodge this pitfall, savvy travelers are now encouraged to compare pricing for 1 versus 2 passengers before booking. Sometimes the curious act of booking an additional seat only to later cancel it results in savings. Beyond these financial landmines lies another unexpected twist: facial recognition technology quietly replacing your boarding pass. Major airports around the world are implementing this, often without travelers realizing their faces are their new, unspoken boarding keys. While touted for speeding up boarding and boosting security, it raises significant privacy concerns. How many passengers actually know they can opt out through an airline app? How many understand the implications of such data storage? Step further into the labyrinth, and you'll encounter the carry-on crackdown. Gone are the days when travelers could slyly circumvent a few pounds over the limit. Now stringent regulations have airlines weighing everything, including personal items, at the gate. If you're caught over the ever-narrowing margins, expect to pay a hefty price, or worse, be denied boarding until you make what feels like Sophie's choice with your belongings. Recent incidents, such as in-flight fires caused by improperly stowed power banks, have only tightened these regulations further. Amidst the chaos of rule changes, another quiet shift is reducing your flight options. As airlines strategically reroute resources in response to fluctuating demands, flights between traditional hubs like the US, Canada, and Europe are quietly disappearing. This stealthy downsizing leaves travelers with fewer options, higher costs, and often necessitates convoluted travel itineraries. Savvy flyers must now book early and remain flexible, recognizing that fewer flights and sudden cancellations are becoming the new norm. Meanwhile, document perils lurk at the gate. The introduction of electronic travel authorizations, or ETAs, places new responsibilities on airlines and travelers alike. A forgotten ETA can ground your flight before you even leave home soil. As more countries adopt such digital permissions, the ease of grabbing your passport and ticket at check-in disappears. Travelers must navigate official channels to avoid costly mistakes, all while dodging online scams. Stranger still is the phenomenon where even the most dreaded seats, those in the middle, have turned into profit centers. Suddenly, choosing a seat, once a straightforward decision, has morphed into a dynamic pricing game. The cost of selection ebbs and flows with demand, transforming the battle for legroom into a test of financial foresight and luck. Power banks, those little slices of tech that keep us connected and occupied while flying, have become a new focal point. Following incidents of batteries catching fire mid-air, some airlines have imposed stringent regulations. Keeping your charger accessible isn't just recommended, it's required. You may be stopped or worse, banned from boarding if your power bank isn't certified or if it's tucked in the overhead bin. On the ground, peculiar local rules like those found in Turkey instill yet another layer of surprise. An innocent act, such as standing up before the seatbelt sign dims, could result in fines. The length of taxi times in certain airports demands an acute awareness that borders on the ridiculous, emphasizing yet another regional nuance travelers must assimilate. Planes aren't solely the domain of agents anymore either. Stricter check-in cutoffs mean even familiar travelers find themselves locked out of flights for missing new, unforgiving deadlines. If you believe you can squeeze through by just a moment, think again. This rule redefinition necessitates preemptive planning far beyond the thrill of a last-second dash. Even once reliable sanctuaries like airport lounges aren't spared. Lounges have become bastions of exclusivity with policies that restrict entry through the year. Premium cardholders now encounter new hurdles, having to strategize even their moments of reprieve in these often overcrowded spaces. In this era of escalating airborne complexities, staying informed is paramount. These surprise shifts demand adaptation and nimbleness, but also present an opportunity. Travelers must advocate not only for transparency, but their rights to stress-free journeys. Share your stories and strategies. Debate these changes. Stay one step ahead. Because in 2025, it's not just about reaching your destination, it's about navigating the evolving skies with savvy and style. Safe travels!